Dr. Chung is here to share with us a special Vespers this evening titled Optimizing Health Through Sleep. It's right here in the sanctuary at 6:30. And welcome. Thank you for agreeing to speak with us.
Well, thank you. Thank you for the invitation. Glad to be here.
Good. A few words of introduction. Dr. Chung graduated from medical school at Loma Linda University. He completed neurology residency at UC Davis, and he has over 25 years of experience as a neurologist and sleep specialist. About 3 years ago, he and his wife Christine moved from Walla Walla to Wenatchee, where Dr. Chung is a full-time sleep specialist. How are you liking the switch to focusing only on sleep medicine instead of also neurology?
Well, I love neurology, but I want to focus a little bit more on lifestyle, and sleep has a little bit more, it's a little more related to that, so I'm liking that part.
Very good. Well, you're missed here, I know, but very happy that you're enjoying it there.
Yes, being in Walla Walla as well.
Okay. What's your favorite component of your profession?
As I mentioned, I think lifestyle is very important. I've always wanted to sort of incorporate lifestyle into my practice, and sleep medicine helps me to do that a little bit better.
Very good. Could you give us an overview of what you'll be speaking about this evening?
Yes, so we'll be talking about various aspects of sleep, delving into particularly our body clock, how that works into our sleep, and different stages of sleep, why that's important, the function of different stages of sleep, and how disrupting that could impact our health. And so, yeah, that's what we'll be talking about.
Very good. You mentioned sleep stages. How many stages are there?
So there's, depending on which definition you take, there could be 4 stages or 5 stages, but we'll be talking about like REM sleep. You've probably heard about REM sleep, rapid eye movement sleep, and non-REM sleep.
Okay.
Yeah.
Very good. If you get interrupted in the middle of your sleep stages, do you have to start all over from scratch? Like if you wake up in the middle of the night out of one of the stages? Or?
Yeah, kind of. And so we go through different stages of sleep, and we cycle through the cycle of the sleep about 4 to 6 times a night. We get into light stage, deep sleep, and then REM sleep, and so on. So yeah, in a sense, if you do wake up, then you have to start all over. but that, believe it or not, a lot of us do wake up without realizing it. For a short period, we don't remember that, but that is kind of normal. Some of us stay awake longer, and so that does become a problem.
Okay, very good. I know you've mentioned sleep pillars before, and we have it in the flyer that you gave me the information for. When I think of the word pillars, I think of Samson in the Bible. He was pushing against the pillars, and he toppled an entire building by knocking over these 2 pillars. And I was kind of wondering if that's a good analogy for sleep pillars. If those sleep pillars are knocked down, it's next to impossible to get good quality sleep.
Yeah, actually that's a very good analogy that you mentioned that. And so there's duration of sleep we'll be talking about. What is the optimum duration of sleep, and how when you sleep is important. That impacts our body rhythm, our body clock rhythm. And then quality of sleep as well. So those are the 3 pillars of sleep, and each one of them impacts the other. So when you're disrupted in one, it'll be impacting others. So yeah, that's a very good analogy.
Thank you. How much of the population would you say struggles with sleep?
The CDC did a study, and about 1/3 of the people complain that they do have sleep problems in the United States. Yeah.
What about you all? Raise of hands, anyone who's struggled with sleep? Yeah, lots and lots of hands.
Yeah.
It's a very relevant issue. What are some of the common sleep disorders that you'll be addressing tonight?
So because of the time constraints, so I'll be talking about two at the end of the talk, restless leg syndrome and sleep apnea. But we'll have question and answer session after that, so we could talk about other sleep disorders as well as time allows.
Very good. I know you mentioned a question and answer and the format of talking about, in your presentation, talking about one part of the presentation and then doing some questions on just that part and then continuing on with another topic in the presentation. So kind of a Q&A to break up the presentation a little bit. So that'll be very good. Good. I was also wondering, just a question, is it possible to catch up on sleep, or is it gone once it's gone?
Well, that's a tricky question. So when you do, you can catch up on sleep. However, the sleep that you have lost and have done damage to your body already can't be restored, unfortunately.
Okay, that's important. Good. And could you elaborate just briefly on how sleep affects your whole health?
Yes, so sleep is so important in our health. We talk about 3 pillars of health: exercise, diet. Sleep is the third one. So we'll be talking about that tonight.
Very good, very good. Is there any other information that you'd like to share with us this morning that won't spoil this evening's talk?
I just want to say that the more I study about sleep and how God has created us, it's just amazing. As I delve into more and more scientific findings about sleep, I just realize more and more how fearfully and wonderfully God has made us. And so I want to share that with you tonight.
Thank you. We're all looking forward to it very much, and thank you for being here. So tonight, 6:30, right here in the sanctuary, and there is a potluck supper beforehand at 5:30 in the Friendship Center. So come and enjoy a little bit of fellowship, and then 6:30, Dr. Chung, Optimizing Health Through Sleep. All right, thank you.